Hello, comrades! July is so interesting. And in the beginning of the month, there is a Mahjong P136 in titanium. And check my previous video here. That pen is awesome. And you know what? After a week, Hongdian launched the solid silver S24 Yinglong. Straight translation, silver dragon. Why it's called silver dragon? Because it's in solid silver, and the theme is a dragon. So this will be the unboxing video of it, of the Hongdian S24 silver dragon. Now, first things first, let's see today's little letter opener. Cold Steel Marauder. Look at that thing. That's another boy. By the way, that is the discontinued version of the Marauder because the entire finishing was in satin finish. The modern Marauder is stone wash, but with the old version, you can actually see the machine grinding. How beautiful is that? But the modern version, you can't see it. You can't see this beautiful machine grinding. Cold steel is going down anyway. That is my wipe. I wipe this blade with tissue. That's how you see the tissue scratch left on the blade. And also some interesting factor, because the old version, the discontinued version, it's hologram. That is hologram. The modern version, the current production version, it's flat grind. I believe hollow grind is much more exciting. It's much more expensive to manufacture. Made in Taiwan, AUS 8. That is awesome. That blade is awesome. Even got a finger, what do you call that? Fingertip. You know what's that for? When you were pulling this blade out of the body of your target, it helps you accelerate this process, and then later on that will facilitate you for a second step, something like that. Okay, that's what's this blade for. Awesome. It's a perfect fighting knife. Anyway, I don't have any chance to engage in any self-defense or fighting situation, but that will be. But anyway, I just bought this knife to open letters. Okay, 3 minutes on the knife. Let's start. It comes in box like this. Here's the slogan. Nothing, not even mountain and ocean, can separate people with shared goals and vision. Well, visa could. If you don't have that visa, you're not going to meet each other. Anyway, you don't meet each other physically. I mean, you can still talk to that people over internet, but of course with the help of VPN. Let's start. That knife is razor sharp. I just need to make sure before I murder the box, I don't cut my finger. Look at that thing. Oh, the box is sealed, so they make sure that is a brand new. Also in the passage, you will see there's a polishing class, Silver Master. So that's basically the box. Hongdian S24 Silver Dragon in F. That's the industrial code they are following, industrial standard for exporting, and for domestic sales. Suggested retail under 4,000 RMB. I paid 1,300, 1,300 RMB for this. Now you need to calculate how much that in your local currency. I know in AliExpress they will just charge you like 30% more. Okay, let's. A piano paint finishing outbox. Also, that is covered with film. Top is covered with film. And a button with some velvet. Warranty or instruction? Warranty. Now that is the pen. Now look at that. That container only take one pen. No, it takes 3 pen. When I remove the top layer, that's a box. That's a jewelry box for 3 pen. Wow. Okay. Now let's have a look at the overall. Do visit my blog spot. I will upload more detailed, more close-up photography in my blog spot. The address of my blog spot is in the description. I will try to update it within today. Okay, so the overall pen, I will take a measure later on. Is in 14K. Can you just never focus? Anyway, I can't. It seems I have struggled with focusing in the video. Now it has. That is in a shape of dragon. Anyway, go to my blog spot for detailed video. That's ridiculous, is it? I can't even focus on. I can't even show the entire pen. I will do measurement later on. You can see the tip is not entirely the tip, because Hongdian already said so. Hold on, let me try this. Because Hongdian said so, like the tip is something like different treatment, and the tip could be a little bit bronze. Is it 14K? Is it? That's a 30. Oh, it's not bouncy. It's quite rigid. It's not bouncy. It's quite rigid. Yep. It's a 14K, and that's the S2. That's the S2 feed. Like I have given. That is exactly the feed they used in the 1866 Sumu. And the advantage of this feed, it allows you to draw ink through. You only need to dip the nib into the ink, covering the breathing hole, and you will draw ink from it. That is called low ink refill. If you want to learn more about low ink refill, check my previous video. Okay, let's go to the measuring bit. Before we skip to the measuring section, yeah, I switch my camera into the 2x zoom to let you have a look the out appearance of this pen. Down here, okay, that's nothing. That's another metal bit. On the top it says Hongdian in Chinese. Hongdian. I believe that's another dragon on the top. Ah, that dragon. Okay, I know that. That dragon is very. If you're familiar with the Chinese seal script, that kind of dragon always appear on that. That dragon is kind of as early as the Han Dynasty, as you may probably know. Hongdian is going to launch another pen called Han, but that will be towards the end of the year. I believe most of you already know Hongdian's chin. Inside of cap, it's plastic thread. It's sealed. It must seal well. There's no clip of this pen that it post. Oh yes, it does. But once it's posted, the weight is entirely towards the back. It's dragging your pen like this. I won't recommend to post this pen. I mean the entirely pattern of the dragon is very, I would say it's exactly the same as the one you find on another Hongdian dragon pen, but that pen will be in number 5 nib, number 5 in steel, but this is the number 6 in 14K. Of course, much more, 6 times more expensive. And there's a converter. Oh, hold on, let me show you how many round to uncap this. 1. Oh, just 1 to uncap. 1.1 I will say. Okay. Yeah, 1.1. It's a converter. It's a converter, and that was very easy to maintain. So you can unscrew the tip, and the bottleneck of the converter is covered with metal rig, so you could extend the lifespan of this use. And also you can see the surface of the converter. It's, what do you call that, fork treatment. It's not flash, it's not polished. You can see it's foggy. Okay, let's go to the measuring bit. Okay, total weight 6.3. That's 6.8. And let's get rid of the cap. And we will be talking about 35.5. This also will be the weight when you're writing holding your hand. 35.5. It's not a light pen. By compare, the 1866 is just 23. It's literally 10 more grams lighter, but that's okay. It just pop into my mind. I can't interchange with this. No, it doesn't. Section diameter. 10. The minimum is 10. The maximum 11. 10 to 11. Okay? So that is basically the measure of this pen. How does it feel like? Is it comfortable to hold? Yes, I believe so. Perfect size. And it's a reasonable number 6 nib. It's not a number crazy little number 9 size. I find number 8. I find the number 8 nib, it's sensational. It's huge. It's massive. Is it practical? I don't know. That's my other number. That's a that's a Yinglong Winston 632 in ebonite, and that's number 8 nib. But I believe number 6 nib is much more reasonable to use. This kind of pen, it's just good to look at. Practically, it's not as comfortable as the number 6 nib. Hongdian did a quite well job to decide it's. There's one thing put me off is the tip. The tip it's it's 210. It's golden, and the Hongdian talk about it in the product description. It says they have their manufacturing process. It's like a oxidizing process. It's 210, so that's why the tip is 210. Is that affects any artistic appearance? It's so tiny you can't see it, but if you really examine it, you can still see the 210 difference. Is it smooth? Oh yeah, that's very smooth. Is it bouncy? No. Kind of bouncy, kind of. So that's literally the. So in compare with the Hongdian dragon, I have my Jinghao dragon. Side by side. That thing is heavy. That pen costs $10. Fuck yeah. That's over 100. 104. That's half of it. But this is a joke pen. It's a $10 and it's still near, but it's I don't know what's it made from. Brass, probably. Brass, and the inside of the thread is actually metal. Can you believe that? The thread of the Hongdian silver dragon, it's plastic. Yeah, okay. So it's a very beautiful, precious metal. One thing I need to mention here, because actually from the video you can see the color, the silver color of the cap is kind of different from the barrel, and a lot of people has received the initial package has talked about it. I believe it's different processing, and over time the silver will get oxidized, and it will bring more darken. It will darken the entire pen. And also I believe the silver dragon, the the Silver Dragon will not be in regular production. The initial batch is said like to be under 300 pieces. All gone now, all gone. Okay, so that is basically all. And also the entire pen, it says in the product description, the entire pen is in solid silver, including the section, the barrel, cap, and the section, entirely in solid in 925 solid silver. The only thing not in silver is probably the connection joint, the top finial, the connection joint, and a very tiny bit of the cosmetic ring over up there is not in silver. The entirely other bit was in silver. Look at that thing. Okay, I believe that concluded the video. Like and subscribe, and I see you next time.